I said, I gotta do that.
Crazy.
I done did champs, I done did, you know what I'm saying? I done did some interviews. Like, I gotta do math shit. I told you that, I'm a fan of the show first and foremost, so I feel like this is a platform where I wanna come talk my shit, I wanna come tell my story, because I know real niggas is tapping into this, the niggas that matter. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that give a fuck about what we creating, you know what I mean?
Right, the culture.
Well,
that's a fact. Now you brought up Nip just now, and I know y'all was cool.
God bless.
Can you give us a memory of the time you was around him or something?
With Nip?
Yeah.
Illest ever.
That's a fact.
Word. First I ever seen do a show, 80 on stage, you feel me? Bloods is in there, Mexicans is in there, Crips is everybody. We in LA, everybody in the crowd. Man, like, you feel me? Do the show, he let everybody perform, he do his whole mixtape, bring me out, we everybody rock. We go backstage, we kicking it. You know, after the show, this is on they relaxed joint, like, cuz come on, we're going to back, we doing a video right now. We take the whole show. Fans, the homies, everybody. We going to the back of the venue. There's cars parked out there, all that. We do the video. Right then and there. Like, he was just a nigga that like, he was like, it ain't stop. I mean, like, right. It was never too much of a like, we chilling.
Right. He's progressive.
It was like, all right, we coolin', show, all right, that was lit, let's do this.
It's a marathon.
Yeah. What's next? He was the definition of that marathon. Like, it ain't really like, that's the best way I could describe it. He was always, you know what I'm saying?
Running his race.
Constantly had a plan or what he wanted to do. Like, he planned shit out. Like, like you was asking about the drawing board and all, I've seen Nip with that. With
Vision
the eraser board, with the marker and what his 6 months. I seen all that type of shit. So, in the studio. So, he was a that, he the reason I got a store, bro. Like, I wasn't thinking about getting no store. Like, it was a dope idea. Like, oh, maybe but I never seen like what that meant. You know what I'm saying? Until I seen him do that shit.
In the town too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bring that shit back. You know what I mean? Bring it back to the hood. Like, at the end of the day, like, if you in a space to do that. You know what I mean? Like, but he inspired mad shit I do to this day, bro.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? Because he just had a lot of game. He had a lot of this positive energy, you know what I mean? And as far as like explaining, nah, you should do this like this, bro. He was so ill. Like I had a lean addiction for maybe 3 years, like 2014 to like 17. I was on the lean hard.
Yeah.
And I would go to LA. That shit was mad cheap out there, so I could get the lean, you know what I mean? And Nip would be on the lean. That was our first, like, you know what I'm saying? He have a fan, I have a fan, and we link in the stew, we be sipping. I come back to New York, I'm still on it. Like, I'm addicted, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sipping. Now when I go back to LA, this nigga drinking water. So he wasn't like a real shit, like, he be on the alkaline water, like, nah, cuz I'm off that shit. I'm just smoking weed, drinking water. Like, I'm like, what? You don't wanna pull up? Like, I remember them convos, he'd be like, he wasn't like a addictive, like I have a real addictive personality. That's why I don't fuck with certain drugs. Like, I had to cut shit out my whole shit, perks, all them pills, all that shit, cause if I like it, I love it. You know what I mean? So I drink champagne and I smoke weed now, like, you know what I mean? But I had my little time where I was on that shit hard, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what brought that about?
I thought it was cool, and the niggas around me was like, you know what I mean? Like, had it. So I'm like, fuck it, I wanna try it, and that's like, I guess like dope, nigga. Like, once you try it, it tastes so good. That shit, like I'm against it, but I understand it.
Right.
I don't knock nobody that shit, cause I get it, nigga. Like, that shit it tastes good. It puts you in a vibe that's a good vibe, but it ain't worth your life. It ain't worth what it do to you. You know what I'm saying? That shit dry all your insides out. I used to have cramps. I used to fucking wake up sweating, bro. Like when my first daughter was born, Kyrie, that's when me flacked. Cause she be in the bed with me as a newborn. I wake up, the whole bed be soaking wet. Like on some fiend shit off the lean. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's the same shit. That shit is liquid.
Dope.
How long you been clean from all of
Liquid
that?
heroin.
I never sipped again since 2017. I never relapsed. And it been around me, but I never, once I cut that, I just left it alone. I ain't go to no doctor, I ain't do no therapy, I just left that shit alone.
Cool too, man.
Cool.
Shout out to
I just
that.
fell back
Good
off
for you,
that
bro.
shit.
Shout out to that.
What made you stop? Like really stop? There had to be a moment where you was like,
My daughter, Kyrie. It was scaring me because I couldn't control, like, niggas don't talk about what that shit do to you.
There we go.
You smell me? I couldn't control my bladder, so I'm pissing every fucking wheel. Like, I be right now, like, cut y'all, I gotta, like, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't hold my pee. You know what I'm saying? I'm sloppy. I'm sitting talking with niggas, having convos, nodding like a dope fiend. Like, if you from, you know a dope fiend, nigga. Right. That's the new age dope. So it's like the same characteristics of a dope fiend besides the and that shit used to make a nigga itch too if you sipping if you sipping yellow or something else, you might itch off that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's the same shit as a dope fiend, bro. Like, we all just like look down on dope fiends and crackheads, and I wouldn't do that, but there's a lot of rich niggas that you know what I'm saying? That's getting it, and that's
Especially Queens.
that's the same shit. I don't knock it.
yeah,
To each his own. But for me personally, Dave East, when I had my daughter, I said I can't keep doing this shit because I'm falling asleep. I'm supposed to be watching her. My baby mom, she might be like, yo, I gotta run to the store real quick. You wake up, watch her real quick. And Kyrie wide awake and I'm gnawing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what she doing or like that started to scare me. I'm like, well, no, I'm not coherent to be a fucking parent. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool in the studio, cool with the homies, because it's a rap thing. But at home, I can't even stay up for I'm nodding on her. And she like 2. 1.5. And I'm nodding, I'm falling asleep on her. Like, I'm like, nah, I gotta fall back, bro.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.